All right, what's going on, everyone? Pinch out here, and we're back. And we're back with a brand new tool. This is actually an OEM tool from Volkswagen. I hit up my friend, Aussie, freaking awesome guy. Had this in his arsenal of tools. This makes, I kid you guys not, life. It's a life-changing game, man. I'm not even kidding you guys. This thing is a game changer, 100%. I don't even need to strap the engine down. I just got to put a rag underneath to prevent the valves from pushing down. And it's life-changing. I don't have to hold it down. So the mechanism's super cool. So it bolts to the head. It uses two T30 bolts. Bolts to the cam caps. You just put two. This slides left and right. What's really cool about it, it's notched for the two outer valves, and then has a notch for the center valve. And what that is that it's actually angled accordingly to the head. So there's legitimately no way to mess up the sidewalls of your valves. This thing is amazing. What's up, Tiny? What in the butt? So this tool literally, it's the valve right now is compressed. Now I just gotta dump a little. What's going on, Luis? I dump a little keeper in here. It's hard to show you guys because it's like so tight, but it's easy. This makes legitimately building heads, I kid you not, just super simple. Not much effort involved anymore. So this is actually a dealer tool. I can. So I found the part number online, and I can buy this tool, so I'm gonna buy it. I borrowed this again. I borrowed this from my friend, so I'm buying this tool for sure, because I just put a keeper in. Giggity. Oh, that's you, Ben? Hi.
It's just a random giggity.
Well, someone giggity online.
No, in the house.
Oh, yes. No.
Holding hair.
Sorry. You can if you want to, but...
No, that's the problem.
So I know it's hard for you guys to see this, but once I get this valve in, I'll show you guys how the tool works. It's pretty cool.
Got
it. Turning pinch garage on.
Once you get that keeper in down here, you slide it over. The only hard part is getting the keeper in here in its spot, because it's such a touch. This tool, is meant to fit in the actual valve wall. Perfect. So so the VR, the new VR, pretty much we're trying to figure out to go turbo or naturally aspirated once and for all. The current vote is turboed because it is more affordable over time to build a turbo VR. However, I still want to build a naturally aspirated VR6, but I have to make sense of what the amount of money we have to do it. Currently, we're almost at $2,000. I think we're at $1,700 in total. Currently for the current budget. Now, just shopping online, finding high compression pistons, like going to 1301 is what we want to do, is 1301 compression to benefit to go to a naturally aspirated high compression motor. I found a set from Wesco. Wesco Pistons makes a set, and they're $1,500 for a set of pistons. But when you go to 1301, the next thing we have to do is upgrade the rods, because that amount of force is going to bend a rod. So going to Tuscan strength rods is another $1,500. So just pistons and rods alone is $3,000. Okay, doesn't include the machine work, because we have to go to what's going on, Samke? So the machine work, since we have to oversize the head, we have to oversize the pistons. We're probably looking at about another $1,000 worth of labor, so we're at $4,000, and the engine still doesn't have all the other components required to go naturally aspirated. So yes, it's very expensive. I'm not disagreeing with that. Yes, it's not the smartest move, but it's the coolest option to go with, because it's so unique to do a naturally aspirated high compression VR. But by the time I have enough money, we'd be like summer of next year to finish the engine. So I don't know if my Patreons want to go that way. This is why we gotta just quadruple check what we want to go, because cost is really crazy. Buying all the guys that I know that have VRs, shopping for used parts, the parts that we need, going high compression, it's going to be very hard to find, Luis. I've been shopping around already via the Facebook market. Craigslist is dead right now. There's a couple groups that I've been part of for turbo VRs and naturally aspirated VRs, and a lot of these guys just... Oh, then before I go further, let me show you guys this tool. It's super cool. So these are the notches for the valves, and it shows you here which valves it's for. So this notch right here is for the two outer ones. This notch up here is for the center valve, and the reason why they're notched like that is so it gets the correct angle, so it doesn't damage the valve's walls, pretty much. Super cool. Luis, I'm definitely thinking about sponsorships. I'm just trying to figure out who am I going to go with. Sponsorships are not that easy to come by, believe it or not. And it's just, there's a lot of headache with sponsorships that people don't realize and that they have to go through. And my channel is just I don't think we're as famous or as popular as most people would like us to be. Exactly, Luis. Because at $4,000, $5,000, I can build a 400 horsepower VR6 all day with a turbo kit and whatnot. So that's why I had to double check this with everybody again in the group, because I want this car done this year. Now, I am willing to fork out money out of my pocket to finish the build, and use the money, pretty much use the money from Patreon to pay myself back, which again, at the end of the day, this will increase the speed time of the build, pretty much. That's one thing. I mean, it is an option that we have as a group. If you guys don't mind, I mean, I can definitely do that. I have the cash to finish this engine and build super quick, but I have to be able to pay myself back because this is money out of my savings. You know, so it's one of those things that I'd rather have a group decision with that, and we can go about that way. Right, Luis? I just go to Canada and pick up an all-wheel drive Bora and then just gut it and swap it all over to an American car. It's not hard to do. And it'd still be cheaper. But again, it's not my choice. I can't make these decisions. I'm not allowed to. I'm just here to give you guys the choice, and then you guys have to make the vote. You know, I am just the guy here to do the work, and I want to make sure you guys understand that I'm not here to manipulate any of the changes. I'm just here to make rational and logical changes, as pretty much makes sense for the group, for the team, for everything that we have. Because without doing that, I mean, then what's the point of having Patreon? You know, the whole point of my Patreon is for you guys to be a part of it. I didn't want to make any of the decisions. I want you guys to make it. Oh, by the way, this is how cool it is. You guys can watch. I'm compressing the spring right now, and it's going down. Look at this, no effort at all. It's so freaking cool. Such a freaking cool tool. I'm trying to offer my friend money for this tool, so he let me borrow it for today, to do this job. But I need this tool in my life. I need to own it. I need to buy it off of him so bad. I mean, the money, again, my savings, it's okay, because as long as my Patreon members are there, I'll be able to pay myself back with no problems. You know, it's not a big deal as long as my Patreon members are there and they understand what I'm doing, and this helps us finish the car faster. And it's, again, that way you guys can win the car a lot sooner rather than later. It's not a big deal for me. It's everything I do is within reason. You know, I'm not trying to, how can I say this? I'm not trying to put myself in a hole. I'm trying to do this for the group, for the community. That way we have a car done, you know, sooner rather than later. The reason why I say that too, what's up?
Is that too loud?
No. The reason why I say that is, the more content that I make VR6 wise, the more Patreon members will come and become members, and that way we can build the next car even faster. That's kind of the idea, you know, a little bit of risk and a much higher reward. Yes, this tool is for a Mark IV. This is for a 1.8T head. It's a really cool tool. Look up OEM, Volkswagen OEM valve spring compression tool. This is what this is, and you can see I'm only using a flathead screwdriver to do this job. It's just, you know, you gotta fish that little there it is. Look at that. Perfect. Correct. It's just for a 1.8T. It doesn't work with any other engine that I know of. And it's just to do these valves back here. the hard ones, the intake side. It's only meant for the intake side of the engine. Well, I just did the I literally just did the hardest valve out of the whole engine with a flathead screwdriver. That is so nuts. It's such a freaking cool tool, man. I'm so glad my friend Aussie had this. I didn't even know this tool existed, honestly. So tighten it back down. Oops, wrong spot. See, I already made the mistake. That's for the inner. I am, but I need to own it. I gotta cut it. I gotta measure it. I gotta figure out the diameters. I gotta figure out this rod here. There's a specific diameter for this rod. I'm gonna make this tool. I want to mass produce this tool. This tool is amazing. I'm gonna figure it out because it's already discontinued by Volkswagen. I'm gonna mass produce it and sell it because this thing is amazing. I'm gonna make a copy of this for sure. It's a freaking very, very good tool. This, everybody who owns a 1.8T needs this tool and needs an affordable version of it. Because this sucker is $200 online. Carlene, I can hear that perfectly.
Okay, turn it down.
Thank you. We're almost done, guys. Just a couple more valves left. I'm down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 valves, and then we'll be able to assemble the entire head. I'm going to teach you guys how to do the cams, how to do the tensioner, which is really simple. Cam seals, bolt everything down, and then we're going to go to the next step after that. Because once it's all done, then we got the head to the block. I'm trying to put the block together today. Mark, I'm going to have Mark's car here on Friday. We're going to pull his motor on Friday. And hopefully Friday we're going to tear that down, swap everything over, clean some stuff up. Sha Xiong FJH. Hi Xiang Fiao FJH. I have no idea what you mean by that, but hi. Hopefully you're not here to sell me some sex ads, because I will ban you pretty quick for that. You guys are horrible out there with that stuff. So if you guys here for the long haul tonight, we're gonna have this head done in just a minute. See, I got I got 4 valves to go, and it's going so quick. It's not even funny. This is such an easy job now. Who here is all about Dogecoin? You guys here see the freaking blow up today, man? I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited for Dogecoin. I'm hoping that it helps out, because Pinchal's Garage has got a decent amount invested in it. I'm hoping that you know, it blows up. What do you guys think? You think Dogecoin can reach $1 by the end of the year? You guys been checking out any of the news? Right, Sam? I agree, man. This tool is amazing. I'm not even sweating. So weird. So weird that I'm not sweating doing this work. I'm usually freaking just tired after a good half, like good 10 valves or 5 valves done, because I'm manhandling them with my freaking arms. Look at that. I'm doing it with one hand, guys. One hand valve job, legitimate. Look at this. Holy crap, man. Curling,
Yeah.
we need this.
We need this.
Yeah, we need to order one of these.
I told you.
Holy crap. I did the whole job with one hand.
Like you're already done.
Well, almost done. The exhaust side, I don't know if this tool works for exhaust, but I agree with you, Sam. It's so cool, though. I'm down to 3 valves, and I've done it all in less than 1 hour. I mean, 3, 6, 9, 12 valves done in 1 hour. That's literally 200% faster than what I've been doing it. Yeah, I'm gonna make one. I'm definitely gonna make one with my plasma cutter. This is kind of a no-brainer. It's just got to figure out how to make one. I got to copy. Obviously, the side plates are super simple, but what's really going to be difficult is these 2 bars, and then this bar here that's threaded in to hold it in place to square it up pretty much. But I don't think it'd be that hard. So this one I do the middle first, and then I do the sides. So the middle one is the trickiest one out of all of them. So go like this, keep my rag in here. It's just the rag, the whole purpose of the rag is just to keep the pressure on the valve straight up, even though this tool probably doesn't even need it. You know how many times I've cussed up a storm because I couldn't do this work quick enough. Look at this, look. I just did the center valve. World record for Al, man. World record right there. Holy shnikes. There's gotta be like an Olympic record. Stancy, yes, no, this is a tool from my buddy Aussie. He's actually he's a technician at Volkswagen, and this is a tool he let me borrow, and now I want to buy it. It's freaking amazing. I literally just did the hardest valve on this engine in under 5 minutes. Here, I'll get you there. Hold on. I'll get you guys a little bit closer so you guys can see. It's hard to get you guys in the angle for this, so I'm gonna do my best I can with my camera adapter here. I want you guys to see this, 'cause it's so good. Nope. Nope. I can't do it. I gotta, let me see if I get you guys on my tripod. Hold on. Give me just a second. Oh wait, maybe, oh, I got a good idea. Hold on. Got a good idea. Big brain on, big brain. Breaking stuff. Nope. All right, this is gonna work, but it's gonna impair my work quality. But I gotta do it. You guys gotta see this. It's insane and how cool this works. Now it's dark, but there, the tool is legitimately just, you guys can see that. So it's two plates, there's a metal bar, just like this. It's notched for center valve and outer valves. It's threaded here, and then it has a little taper in here to hold that so it doesn't thread itself in here. Looks like a freaking socket that was just cut just perfect. And then pretty much once you have it lined up, these two little bars back here bolt onto the main cap, the cam caps. Once you do that, then you just thread this down. And you go all the way down. And what happens is that the valve is now opening, so I can pretty much put the keeper in. It's super cool. And so I'm gonna try to get you guys as close as I can. I think that works. Dude, Samiki, you can do heads like nothing in your country. This will save you a lot of time and money. I will talk to my friend Ben and see what I can do about drawing one up and getting these made. I just gotta see the cost, and that's pretty much it. Bob the Magician, yes, that was at 6 o'clock. But we're still talking about the car. So if you got questions, please ask. We're just trying to, oh, by the way, for the Patreon members about the VR6, if you have other websites that I can shop for parts for, please comment on here or comment on the Patreon page. It'll help me so much to help find parts for the VR6 to help us maybe get a better deal on some parts. I don't know. My friend, one of our Patreon members, Shane Mackey, he's gonna help us out with some parts, not everything. So I'm not relying on that, but that'll shave some pennies here and there, but overall we're still going to be spending a lot of money. It's okay, Bob. That's dude, we all have things to do, man. I'm not expecting you guys to be able to, you know, how can I say, stop what you're doing and get on here. That's the whole point of the comment section, is to comment and you know, give us your perspective. It's not required to join the live meetings. It's not at all. We all have lives. Some of us live on the other side of the world, you know. All right, look at that. I just did that, and now, sorry about that noise, guys. It's gonna be kind of loud. I just did the head. I just did a valve just like that. Isn't that freaking nutty? Now I'm down to the last valve. So this goes in there. No, Bob, you will be getting the your second tier. We are actually we just finishing up on a lot of the packages right now, and we are already on the list to get your package, buddy. So don't worry about it.
Just a delay.
There's just a delay. Yeah, my wife's saying it's just a delay. It's just because, you know, it's just me and her doing all this stuff. So
It's coming.
it's coming. We're just slow.
You show them the patch?
Yeah. Oh, you guys want to see the patch again? I'll show you guys the patch.
So tier 2 and 3 are getting that one.
Yeah, so this is the patch for the tier 2 and tier 3 members. You guys can see that. It's pretty cool. So every 3 months we give out all our members, all our tier 2 and tier 3 members get a special box.
Goodie box.
Goodie box that's very specifically themed towards our Patreon.
Your zip tie mechanic.
So this box is all about zip ties. You guys gonna get a cool zip tie patch. You guys gonna get a pack of zip ties and a bunch of other fun goodies in the box. for the holidays, you guys are gonna get a very, very special box. So we'll see that soon. Right, Shane? You're probably the worst right now with my delays, and I appreciate you being patient with that. You have no idea. That's why I love you so much, buddy. And I got extra special stuff for you. So now you see the valve is now being compressed. This one's going to be hard because this is actually one of the tallest sides, and it's the hardest one to see. Super cool, Bob. Hope you'll enjoy it. Don't worry, you'll enjoy it for sure. Believe me, it pays for your membership for sure. Since the holiday season, Ivan, let me double check. I did get a couple cards that were declined. We're waiting for people to fix that, but I'll double check. I think you're good, Ivan.
I had 6 declines.
Okay. Ivan just said. Ivan was. He said he fixed it. He updated it.
Yeah, he's on my list.
Okay. So you're on there now, Ivan. You're good. Yeah, we had 6 members that got declined, so more likely people had probably their cards got expired or something. It happens, you know. I'm not stressing.
It comes back around.
Exactly. It all comes back around.
If you pop back up, just send me a note and I'll send you a box. So.
There's that. Typical Vita. There we go, the last valve done. Whoop whoop! And look at, I did it with a freaking pick and a flathead screwdriver. That is insane. What this tool helps me do so easily. It is so cool. That was the last valve. So what's really cool, it's got a spot here so you can put your bolts here and don't lose them. Bob the Magician, I actually have it planned, but due to the new COVID outbreak, I might not go. And a lot of stuff is actually getting canceled again due to COVID and the Delta variant. So I'm playing it safe, but I have it planned to go, but I don't think I'm gonna make it. It's on my itinerary. I really want to go to that show. It's one of the coolest shows around. Yeah, pretty much I did chuck it across the room and burned it. No, I shipped it back. The company offers a full refund on the tool. So I shipped it back. It just didn't work. All right, all the valves are done. So this is all done. Next step is the actual lifters, the final bits of lifters here. So what we need to do is get our assembly lube and pretty much lube everything up. Doesn't matter if you get stuff on here, it doesn't hurt anything. So we just need some lubrication for the inside. So since we're still left to right, so cylinder 1, 2, 3, and 4, we have to make sure that, because we have our tray over here of lifters in that same order. So I double check that one. This one is not looking very good. Hopefully it's not a bad valve. Aaron, double check pull codes if you have any codes, man. That's usually where I start. Check if you have any check engine lights or any codes for that issue. One thing that's very notorious that people don't know is that your coolant temp sensor can cause a weird idle if it goes bad or if it's failing. So so it's one thing that I would recommend checking out as you diagnose your car. I'm done with the valves. Yeah, what, an hour and 18 minutes to do 12 valves? That's super fast
compared to
2 to 3 hours
for the same amount.
For the same amount of work.
So you cut your time in more than
200%. Shane's all, my wife, your wife's hands are on her hips. You in trouble? No.
See me?
I saw your hips. Okay, so right now we are done pretty much on the valves and pretty much everything. Valve job is done. There you go. Now we are, next job is cams and hydraulic tensioner. So we're gonna get you guys a little bit higher. There you go. Hopefully that works well. Okay, so cams. So these are the ones that a lot of people fear doing because they are problematic. Exhaust cam, all right? So we got 2, 4, 6, 8. 2 lobes, 4, 6, and 8 lobes. That is your exhaust cam. Bam, bam, right here. Okay, but it has a cam seal still on it, and it's got a ton of RTV. We got to fix that. And we also got to take the cam gear off. It's not supposed to be on there. Same with the intake side. Your cam has got 3 lobes per chamber. So we got 3, 6, 9, 12. But you need to factor in that there's a cover here for the cam sensor. So these 2 ends have to come off before we actually install them, okay? So we have a 16 and a 13. Hopefully this one comes right off. Nope. That sucks. This gears, not gear, but that freaking bolt always sucks coming off. And I can tell you why. Whoever did this last job really messed up on this. I don't know what they did to it, so I gotta really focus on anything. So this is one sign of a really bad repair or mechanic. If you ever see RTV on a freaking cam seal, run away. Don't touch that car. Run away. Horrible, horrible person whoever did this. These are machine surfaces. There's no reason to have any type of RTV in the area. They're meant to have a very, very smooth connection and seal. So yeah. Oh, that sucks, man. I've had that happen though. So now I have to figure out how to get this sucker off without damaging anything. Probably gonna heat it up. Yeah, I'm gonna heat it up and see if I can get it off just with heat. So there's the cam right there. Sorry, my big old arm's in the way. Oh, we're gonna catch that towel on fire. Get it really, really nice and hot. I'll try that next, Ivan. sucker's on there, man. Now I'm gonna have to do that because this sucker is on here. Yep, that sucker ain't coming off. Alright, and get some 2x4s. Hey, babe. Kareem?
Yeah.
Need your help for a minute?
I'm in front of that machine. It's loaded.
Awesome, Bob. So, okay, just need your help to hold the wood. So I have to put this on here
Hold it. What?
so it doesn't fall. Hold the 2 pieces of wood.
Oh,
Hold the
that's
piece of 2 wood. 2 pieces of wood. Hold it from over here. No way. Yeah, from there. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Something burning?
Yeah, I was torching the thing. So I was burning, yes. Alright, moment of truth, guys. Be right back. That's not working.
Did it move?
I think this can might be fucked. There we go, there we go. Woo. Yeah, these don't go on that hard. That's why I'm all like, why is this thing
Really tight.
so tight? But I got it off. Thanks, Ivan, for that advice. Really, really helped. I got it off, so now we can proceed. Sucker is hot though. They put Loctite in it. Some idiot. Again, whoever worked on this engine last put Loctite on the bolt. You're supposed to put oil on it, no Loctite. So I'm going to have to order a replacement bolt because that's the wrong way of doing it. It's so annoying. Cutting corners every step of the way. Look at this. RTV all over this freaking cam seal. Gosh. I'm sorry guys. I usually have little rants like this when I start working on cars because it just bugs the crap out of me. All right, so your setup should look like this when you're getting ready to pretty much do work. This the thing that sucks about cams, when they go in, they get stuck. They're supposed to sit like that, so sometimes they get stuck, and you need a little bit of help. If you can, just be safe. Pop them open from right here. Because they like to get stuck right here on this side. Nope, that's a machine surface. It's really annoying. Ay, ay, ay. Sorry, I haven't been reading any comments. I've been working on this. What was the comment? I'll see what I can do to answer it. Give me just ask the question again. There we go. So you like to get stuck. Rubber mallet does wonders. Okay, so when doing cams, there is a procedure for it. Okay, now the procedure is every cam has a notch. Okay, so intake and exhaust cams have a notch, and you'll see this notch is right here. Okay, that notch is extremely vital to this this part of your job. All right, you see here on the cam side, on the exhaust side is right there, that little notch. Okay, make sure they're all, both of the notches are facing up on here. You're gonna get your cam chain right here. Don't worry about it right now. We're not gonna be counting them yet. We're just putting the chain in here. All we're doing is put the chain in here. Don't worry about how many notches or where. It's just putting the chain in there, okay? After that, you're gonna get your brand new chain tensioner, which I'll pop out right here. Whenever I do head rebuilds, I never ever reuse the old tensioner. I put a brand new cam chain tensioner always. Now here's the tricky part. Don't take the cams out. Kind of findangle this in here. Take one of the cams out, but try not to. It makes the job a lot harder if you take them out. Okay, and then we're going to put this cam back in. All right, so just like that, you see how I got them all, I got everything in. Now this is where it becomes really tricky. From the notch that's over here to the notch that's over here, it's got to be 16 teeth, but there's a very specific orientation, and You don't make your own notches. Don't listen to Ivan. All right. Both of them are going to be facing up. So make sure the one that you had over here, if it moved, take it back out. They like to move on you. Okay, so the notch is up on this one. I just moved it over here, so I'll show you what I mean in just a second. Okay. All right. We are ready now to do this. So what you want to do is dry your area. Okay. If you have a Sharpie with you, mark it with a Sharpie. It makes a huge difference on how this comes about with the Sharpie, okay? So on the exhaust side, the exhaust cam notch, the actual link is 1 negative. So in other words, there's a link before the notch. That's the one we count. So if we're looking at this right, it's going to be this link right here that we're going to be counting. Okay? That's 1. So I'm going to turn this cam over, and it should be -1. Okay, so if you're looking at the exhaust cam, which I'll bring you guys close into that, you guys can see that. Okay. There's a notch, and this is the link that's marked, okay? And it's to the left of the notch. So that's like I said, -1. But it still counts as 1. And then we're going to count 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is number 16. And you'll notice it's to the right of the notch. That means we're 1 tooth short on this side. So I know now that this one here is 16. Okay? Work with me, okay guys? So now I need to pull this cam out and turn it 1 tooth over, and that should put this cam in its place all the way over here to 16, where this one has to be to the left, directly under the notch. The exhaust one is the only one that has a notch to the left of it. The intake one has a link directly above it. Ivan, no, there's no marks or anything like that. So remembering that we're over here correct on this side, but we're off by 1 on this side. This is where we pick this up, keeping in mind that we should not turn this cam anymore. So what we want to do is walk, kind of try to walk the gear because you can turn it. It's just gotta, there you go. And there, I was able to turn the gear, pull the chain from underneath, and walk it over a tooth. Okay, so now back to where we're at. Since this notch again and this can did not move, there's the tooth right here. We are still one over to the left. Now we're going to count one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And now the 16th tooth is directly on the notch. Okay? Doesn't matter if the notch is centered or off to the right, as long as this link matches this notch directly underneath it, and the one that's over here is off to the left of it, and it counts 16 in total, we are 100% timed on the head. The beauty about cam chains is there's no way to improperly time them as long as these two things line up correctly. It's virtually impossible. The only way you can mess up is by, again, what I did earlier, off by one tooth. Usually if you're on by the correct tooth, this should have some slack in it, some play up and down. And the reason why that's there is when you take the tensioner tool off, this spring will load up and provide proper tension for you. That's funny. Yeah, all Mark IVs make money disappear on command. That's kind of their feature. All right, so now we're done here. Next is to put the half moon seal and the tensioner seal on. So this is what we call a half moon seal, and this is the tensioner seal, so you guys know what they look like. Oh my god, yes, the bumper lights, the fog lights that just fall right off. Such a cool feature. That's why people only put them on for shows. Alright, I'm going to get you guys a lot closer, so give me just a second here. We're nearing completion. There we go. That's a good view. Okay, so half moon seal is super simple. You pull your tensioner up and kind of move it, slide it back. If you have a pinky, use your pinky to prevent it from falling all the way back. Now the half moon seal sits on the back, not on the front of this. It fits all the way in the back. So remember that, because a lot of people think, oh, it doesn't fit, I got the wrong gasket. No, it sits all the way in the back. And then next one is this guy. There's no RTV or anything required to do this, okay guys? If you guys put RTV on this, shame on you. It's not needed. These guys just suck because I have a really tight fit here for this seal. What makes it awkward is that half moon sits a little bit higher, so it makes it hard to push it all the way down. There we go. That's it. There's 3 bolts on the outside that hold this together. So we got these 3 already started. There's a 4th one over here, and then we start putting all the caps on. So, as you guys know, I always organize everything so I never lose my spot. Or try not to lose my spot. Remember last time when we started disassembling this head, a lot of bolts were stripped. So good thing is that I found a couple extra bolts for Mark. Some of them I'm gonna have to reuse and see hopefully if I can torque them back to spec. We're gonna see how far I get tonight. My goal is to finish this engine today, so I'm gonna keep working. Sorry I'm not reading your guys' comments. I'm trying to work as fast, as efficient as I can. Now this only puts down about 8 to 9 foot-pounds, so it's just not very much torque. The whole thing is just so I can speed up my my install process before I actually torque everything out correctly. I know, right? I agree. Nothing worse than a bad head job. Giggity. So I'm not gonna be able to finish the head 100%. I'll probably get everything put on and get most of it assembled. But I'm gonna order new hardware for Mark to have it done. But I'm gonna get it set in, and then I'm probably gonna swap parts out as I continue to work. That way, it gets done. Oh my God, I forgot this one. Look at this. This is why I hate when people do. Oh, I'm a mechanic. I know what I'm doing. Look at this. Covered in RTV. You don't need RTV for these seals, for these cam caps. Look at this. It's just RTV all over this. I got to clean this off and see. Look, soaked in RTV right here. Like, come on, guys. Now I got to clean this and pray that I don't score or damage anything on here, to make sure I don't make sure this actually works. So once your cams are actually in place and all your caps are laid down correctly, you can put everything down snug. Do not torque everything down. I'm not going to torque anything on this head until I get a new set of hardware for the top, because there's a lot of bolts here that are super sketch. I gotta check something out really quick, guys. Give me just a second. Moira Daggett. Okay, so There we go. It should be right. But these show. All right. This is why I double check everything. I don't freaking go out there and just start torquing it down like a mother. I double check all of this, because man, you can really mess up a head just like that if you don't pay attention. See, I'm not liking this. It's not seating all the way down. Something's bugging me right here. Something's up. Again, I'm not really digging this right now, so I'm not putting too much pressure on this. I'm just making sure I can seat the cams, and it's not seating. Hey guys, close the door, please. So right now, these cam caps are not doing me any justice right now. They're not seating in place the way they're supposed to. And nope. I'm gonna stop. I'm not liking this at all. You know, whenever you work on something, and it just doesn't work out the way you want, always recommend just stop and reassess and double check your work. Take your caps back off. Inspect. Make sure your cam can move, which I mean it moves just fine. Yeah, I'm not liking this at all. This isn't seating appropriately, because the way that these caps are supposed to sit is straight down. They have these little guides here. When those guides are in, they're supposed to center the cap correctly. And I mean, they're working, but they're not allowing me to seat all the way down, and that's not good. Yeah, these caps are not seating correctly at all. Not liking this, guys, at all. Hey, Luis, when am I dropping off your motor, man? I keep forgetting when are we going to set this date so I can drop off your motor. I know we talked. I'm just trying to figure out when are we going to do this, because it's ready to go, buddy. No, it's not the valves. The valves are all the valves are pulled up. I don't know why this head is not sitting the way it should. So typically the way it works is you put down the ends and then you work your way in, and it should go all the way down, but it's not the scenario right now. This is not the way I want this to end. tonight. I wanted to put this on the block tonight. Like this one right here at the end, beautiful. You know, this one, it's holding its own. It's going on there correctly. But the moment I start touching the other ones, it's a different story. No, my OnlyFans isn't even up and running yet, man. Still working on that. I gotta work on my body. I thought I had a sexy enough body, but it didn't work out. So the order 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5 backwards. So it's supposed to be in that order, unless I've double checked. The tension on the springs is there, but it's not. It shouldn't be that bad. It shouldn't prevent me from going all the way down on the head that bad. It should be a little bit, but not that drastic, honestly. Again, I've done a ton of these already, and I've never had one give me this much of an issue. So I'm putting a little bit of extra effort on tying the caps down, but I don't want to go too hard on these. It's just you don't want to damage anything. Bob's my number one only member on my OnlyFans. Yeah, there's something wrong because like these two won't even bolt all the way down. These are going down nicely. No issues there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the cams on, get everything done. I'm gonna do these, and then we're gonna put the head on, and then I'll do the cam seals on the block. Those are easy. I'm trying to get this engine put together today, and then I'm gonna order all new hardware, and that way it should solve the problem afterwards. I think this hardware is just jacked. Yeah, the nudge corresponds with the what's the word? Corresponds with the geez, what's the term? These little nudges go this way. Again, I triple checked online. I thought I was off, so I double checked online, but nothing seems to mismatch. Correct. The little feeder that feeds the oil into the actual cam is matching as well. I'm looking, I'm double checking, what's the word, heads online to make sure that every head corresponds the way that I'm putting it together. Just to make sure that I'm not, second guessing myself. Which I feel like I am, but yeah, so these notches go left. This is the fourth head I've looked at, and they all have the same notch. And the numbers do correspond correctly in the right direction from right to left. So yeah, I mean, every motor I double check. So I don't know. So right now I'm gonna work my way down on this cam. And then all the other ones should correspond with that. Nope, that's not good. Good thing again, this little impact gun does not put a lot of torque on, so. Okay, that one I'm not going to torque down anymore. Just something's wrong with this bolt too. So yep, it's gonna order a whole new set from Mark. I do not want to deal with this down the road with actually having any issues. So we're gonna put the head back on the block. Once the head's on the block and we torque everything down to spec to get it all bolted in, I'm gonna come back, take all this stuff off again, and then redo the entire head one more time to make sure we're actually, number one, timed, which I'm looking at, which we're fine right now, but more just get the hardware correct, because this is total sketch. I would recommend not torquing this down 100% until you're for sure certain that all your caps go down correctly. And these caps are going down, but they're going down with a struggle. Usually what happens, you're supposed to go these two caps or the two end caps, and then everything else goes down super smooth. And they're causing me a little bit of grief tonight. So here's the block. So we're gonna get the head gasket on. Now we ordered a 034 Motorsports head gasket spacer. This drops it 0.5 compression. And the reason why, because we had to deck the block a ton. Because this block I got from my friend had a lot of overheating. So this block requires a thicker spacer to get done right. So we went a little bit thicker. Pretty much this is like twice as thick as a factory head gasket. It needs to be done. So that's pretty much what we ended up doing, is going with that. Yeah, I'm missing actually a decent amount of bolts. I'm missing one, two on that, and some other ones. We're not gonna use them. They're just there to hold the cams in place. I'm gonna replace them all later this week, which is not a big deal because you can do it while it's on the block. It's not a big deal. Samiki. So this is the front. This is the back. So we gotta make sure we got the cams oriented correctly, which is like this. For the head. There we go. Oh, before I actually do that, let me show you guys the machine work on the head. Machine works beautiful on this head. I always forget. This is what a head, properly machined head, should look like. Should have a mirror finish on top of it. So if you're a machinist, and it looks like it's been sanded down, then yeah, there's something wrong. Now you'll see some of the valves are going to be open and some of them are going to be closed. That's okay. Again, the cams are all in a different cycle, so they're not completely set. Once you crank them and set them to 0, they'll automatically start closing. When you put new cams in, when you put a new hydraulic tensioner and the tensioner's not been removed, some of the valves are going to be open, some of them are going to be closed. Like this cylinder, all valves are closed. This one, these two are open. So this one's slightly open because more likely the cam is like halfway open or closed. So you're going to see this because the tensioner is not allowing the cams to seat properly. But a proper machine head should look like this. It should have a mirror finish on it. That way you don't have coolant leaks, you don't have an overheating issue with a freshly built head. This is a properly done head. So a lot of people, if it looks like someone put sandpaper over it, walk away and never touch that again. Okay, so let me put this guy on here. Sucker's heavy. What's going on here? Why aren't we sitting? This is right. This is all correct. Why aren't we sitting correctly here? Something's going on. Take this back off. Oh, head gasket's on backwards. Doi. Didn't even look at that. Now it's on correctly. I was trying to figure out why these pins were in the way. Head gasket was upside down. Now this should just fall right in place. I kind of should. There you go. That's bothering me right there, but I know, I'm waiting for Shib to go. I'm so excited for Shib to go and pop off. I got a couple million. I think I'm at like 8 or 9 million Shib right now. I'm gonna start mining Shib again. Trying to get at least like a 10 to 20 million Shib. No, 15 to 20 million Shib is what I want to be at before I stop mining it completely. But yeah, I've been mining Shib for a little while now, and I'm excited for it. All right, we're good. Heads on. Let me see, because they told me this had the updated torques, not torque, but head tool. So I might not be able to do the head 100%. I'll find out right now for you guys in just a moment. Yeah, damn it. So I can't torque down the head, but I can get it started. It's not a big deal. Because after this, I mean, it's just literally timing and we're done. So I gotta go pick up the head tool tomorrow. Not a big deal. Again, I'm not super concerned about it. All right. No, these are not triple square. These are, it's like a T30, it's a special T37. Because these are stock bolts. I'm not doing aftermarket bolts for Mark. Since this is a stock build, he's on a budget, so. I didn't go that far with his motor. So if anybody has a link so I can order the cam cap bolts, please, 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 I'll link them in the description. I'll link them in the comment section. I'll order them right now for Mark. He needs pretty much all of them. So if you guys can link down below or on the comments a link to the FCP Euro cam cap bolts. I need to order those like pretty much now because I'm gonna put all new bolts for him. I don't need it bad, Dirty Jersey. I'm gonna order another one. These bolts are OEM. Oh no, these are Rains, Victor Rains bolts. But yeah, same thing. They're pretty much the same stuff. So yeah, this is pretty much where we got to end off, unfortunately. because I don't have the tool to get it done correctly. I mean, you can use an Allen wrench to torque them down, but you have a really high risk of stripping them. And because you can see, look, it's just a bit too much play for my liking. If this was just like say a 1/4 millimeter bigger, you can use an Allen wrench. It'd be dope. So I'm gonna order the tool tonight. Ray, unfortunately, he moved, so all his stuff is actually in storage. If not, I would have been using his tool to do the head. Everything would have been done with him. But he ended up moving, so all his tools are packed away in storage right now. So I'm kind of out of luck on that. So I'm not gonna risk anything. But if you guys have a link to the Camcat bolts, please link them to me. I'll order them for Mark tonight. They're what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32 bolts in total. Actually 32, 34, 36 bolts. So yeah, there's a lot of bolts for him. I gotta replace all of these. I do not want to use these bolts for his motor, especially after all the work we just put into it. It's not worth it. It's done, it's attached, it's all ready to go. It's just, now it's really a matter of my conscience. I'm not a fan of how this is sitting the way it's sitting. So I want to do it right for him. Oh, order from Ray from FPS. Okay, I'll hit him up tomorrow. I'll see what I can do. But we're nearing completion, guys. Motor's almost done. There's a couple little things I gotta deal with myself. I'm gonna have it done on Friday with Mark here. So if you guys want to talk to Mark, say hi, or just come in and say, what's up with Mark? Tune in on Friday. We're gonna have this running. It's my day off on Friday, so we're gonna finish it. Completely finish this engine with all the proper hardware and tool. I'll hit up Ray at FPS to see what he can do for me. If not, I need it here. Again, I need it here pretty much tomorrow. That way I can do all the little things. I'll do, if I get the tool tomorrow or sooner, we'll learn how to do timing. Timing on this. Because timing is like a thing you guys are always scared to do. And it's really, really simple to do on these engines. So we'll do it together and we'll learn how to time this block, like I've always taught you guys on all my other videos. It's not a hard thing to do, but yeah, we're going to time it, put all the components in, and then actually set the timing to TDC on head and the block. Currently, the head's actually set to TDC when your chains are set up correctly. So the head should be timed right off the bat. It's the crank that's not going to be timed yet. And that's really, really simple. As long as you have your timing cover, your lower timing cover, and harmonic balancers on here. Your harmonic balancer tells you pretty much where your timing marks are. So as long as you have it correct, there's a timing mark here, and the timing cover itself has a mark that tells you where you are, and that's it. That's as easy as it gets. This is a brand new pulley, by the way. That's it. And that's pretty much the entirety of the engine. And then we're going to pull Mark's motor. That motor we're going to tear down immediately and start building another motor right off the bat. We're building actually a high performance 1.8T for Mike 4 Wolf. We're going to build a 400 plus horsepower motor. So that's also cool. Timing is fun. I actually like doing timing on these engines because they're so simple and they make sense when you do it and you actually look at it. It's a really fun job. So thank you, everyone. But yeah, I mean, we got motors. I mean, if you guys see in the background, there's a VR6 too that I'm building. There's another VR6 right there, a 12 valve that we're going to be working on. We got a TDI ALH that we're going to be working on as well. We also got a 24 valve VR6 that I just picked up. And then we're going to learn how to boost or naturally aspirate a VR6, another VR6. So a lot of stuff. Dirty Jersey. Hit me up in just a minute on Facebook. And actually, no, hold on, Dirty Jersey. I'll give it to you right now. Hold on. Give me just a second, all right? I got a whole collection of them. There you go. There's my drive. This is my Google Drive for pretty much a ton of VWs. So enjoy that, Dirty Jersey. free access to all my Bentley manuals. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys so much for being a part of this live stream. It's always a pleasure. We did everything I wanted to do tonight. I wanted to do more, but it's already 12 o'clock and I want to go night-night. I really do want to go night-night. Yeah, the Patreon card is going to be so dope. If you guys see the orange wrap, we're wrapping it bright orange, by the way. On top of that, we got a lot more stuff coming. So please, please become a Patreon member. Support the channel by doing that. We also got another car coming. We actually have another Jetta, Jetta 1.8T coming that we're gonna do some fun stuff with. So stay tuned for that as well. That's gonna be on the other side of my channel. So thank you. If you want to become a Patreon member, go to patreon.com, look up Pinchal's Garage, and pretty much pick a tier. Pretty straightforward and simple. Right now, tier 2 and tier 3 goodie boxes are on their way out. So thank you. You're stupid, Luis. Luis, give me the heads up as soon as possible about when we're gonna go drop off that motor for you. I know, right? This hair, bro, it's so much hair. I'm tired of it. Don't forget the valve part. The valve part. I don't know what you're talking about, Tamiki. What are you talking about, the valve part? Besides the caps that all of them have to be replaced. Freaking can't stand RTV. RTV makes me so angry. There's no reason for it. Not on a machine surface. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, this new tool right here. Freaking amazing tool. I'm going to make this super cool, simple tool. I'm going to make this to do head jobs so much faster. Seriously. This tool is amazing, by the way. Oh, man. Yeah. No, I agree with you, Samiki. I'm going to make that. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Peace out. Have a good night. Some of you guys are waking just up. Again, become Patreon members. We got a lot of cool progress coming on that car. Be ready for Season 8 of Pinchal's Garage because there's a big contest prior to the season starting. Finally going to finish up the Rado. We're finally going to finish up the Mark II. So, you guys are dumb. Bye. We're going to talk more about that. But peace out. Have a wonderful day. Oh, and as always, we're going to break, we're going to fix, and we're going to repeat.